Hello, there we go. So, welcome to the stream. So last time I was streaming, I got to the point where I needed to work on either lighting for the opening scene or make better captures for the better stills, I should say, for the cutscene at the start of the game. Decided to work on the latter because the lighting isn't all that important to get things working for Friday. So I went for a few things. I had a look at using AI to generate the art. I decided against that because I couldn't find any open source AIs I was happy with, and if I'm not using open source technology, it goes against the philosophy of my project. So I ended up going to the warehouse, which is kind of like, I suppose, the Walmart of New Zealand, and I got some modeling clay. I've never done this before, so we're going to give it a try. I'm going to try and make a ship with this, and I'm going to try scan it on my phone, and I'm thinking of doing the rendering kind of like Doom style. So in Doom, they made models of the enemies. Well, not all of the enemies, but stuff like I think the Revenant and stuff like that, and the skeleton, I think. That's the Revenant, right? They made a model of it, took stills of it, and then turned that into 2D pictures for the game. So I'm going to try to do the same for the ship. So I've got no idea what I'm doing. I've got this tool, and I got this. I might need to roof around for some other things as this goes on, but I'm going to give it a go. The only thing I found with this clay, though, is that you can kind of see it's quite wrinkly. I'm not sure how I'll solve that. Even if I flatten it, it still keeps these wrinkles, so I might get a little bit of wet and try and smudge the wrinkles over when I'm done with the model. I can kind of do it a little bit with my thumb right now. I'm wearing gloves because it is quite dusty, and I don't need that on my skin. I've got quite sensitive skin. I've also got all of that's left in the packet. There's still this much, so if I start running out of material, I'll add some more into the blob. I still haven't figured out what I want the ship to look like, so I'm just gonna make it up as I go along. We'll see how it goes. There you go, I'm done. That looks like a ship, right? That does not look like a ship. I still kind of want to make something a little bit similar to the Captain Falcon ship. I quite like that. I used to play I used to emulate, I should say, the F-Zero X on my laptop when I was a kid, so I had some fond memories of playing those games. Have to be careful though, it can't be too inspired. Maybe if I start on layers, that might make sense. So we could say that this is the base of the ship. And we probably need, well, if we have a ship that has stuff that stops asteroids, maybe we need a kind of a place to look around and pilot the ship, and also a room to handle the computers and stuff, because I'm going for a little bit of a kind of like Alien, where there's a lot of, it seems like old technology in space, so there's probably going to be a big control panel kind of computer room on the spaceship. So maybe I just have like kind of like a rectangle box for the room, and it can go this way on the ship. I should probably change the name of the stream at the moment, but I'm planning on not spending too much time here, and I'll move back to doing coding. I am getting this issue where the stream seems to stop my phone for a second. Alright, it's back up now. I might be a bit slower reading chat if anybody comes in during this part of the stream, but because my phone's a bit more delayed than my laptop. I think a very rectangular ship will be the way to go. It saves me time. Probably need quite a bit more of this stuff. Because this is not as big as I want it to be. I think also part of me going out and grabbing this stuff and doing this gives me a little bit of a break from looking at my computer all day. I was originally thinking of making things on Blender, but I don't really know Blender that well. and it would take me a long time sitting down just watching YouTube videos and reading, messing around to actually get anywhere. Where this, I can just start like actually making things, even if it probably won't be as high of a quality. Okay. Try and flatten this out a bit. So we've got this, and we probably need a place for the thrusters on the back, and then the front cockpit. Think of just having something pretty simple, just kind of like a slant go down like this. That's not a bad shape. I suppose actually all of this would need to come off as well. Try and flatten out this. Kind of maybe have this as like glass for a visor. We'll see how it goes. I'll just try and make something really quick and rough now, and touch it up afterwards. This is a little bit strange to me. I've not really done, this seems more like more vloggy than sitting at my computer and doing code. Suppose that these can actually be half the size, and then we can do 4 in the back. And cut these off. Suppose anybody who actually knows how to do sculpting and messing around with this clay stuff is probably laughing at this. But at least it's entertaining, if that's the case. Man, this is pretty rough. Okay. I might just scratch this window ID for now until I have a better plan on how I'm going to create the ship. I just want to kind of get the shape of it for now. If I just took this back up here. Kind of looks like a spacecraft. Sort of, kind of. One side of this is quite a bit longer though. I might try and fix that now. Now, I don't know what to do with the back. Maybe I can just... It might be easier, instead of doing thrusters, assuming I'm low on time and skill, to actually just make it smaller and then kind of have one thruster. The stove stuff is not very good at sticking together. I hope I bought the right stuff for doing this. Also a little bit concerned about making this look like a plane, but I feel like in sci-fi, spaceships are kind of just like planes. But that's a plane. I don't... Let's see if I can get that example up again. Right. I could try and squish down the back, actually, and flatten it out back here. This is pretty fun and relaxing. I might consider doing this more often for models in my game, or future games. It's become an absolute catastrophe back here though, holy moly. Where's this reference again? doesn't need to be can model it like that. That seems alright. I have to add a lot of clay back here. Oh no, everything's breaking. Just needs to last long enough for me to take the pictures. Oh my god, the nose is falling off. I'll try cut off quite a bit of this back piece. It's getting pretty long. Maybe if I go ahead and cut this into 4 pieces and round it off. Yeah, no. What to do? Maybe I have to come to peace that this is going to look well below average. But I do want it to at least look like a spaceship somewhat. And make the effort worth it. Try and outshine my GIMP drawings from the last session. I need another picture. Get some like spaceship sci-fi. A lot of these pictures of spaceships tend to be quite flat at the back. Maybe I can try and bulk the sides up here. Actually, I can put this back. We do want this part of the ship. I could try and do like a double fin thing in the back. Oh yeah, that makes a bit more sense. I need it to be kind of clear that it's a single man ship. There needs to be maybe a little bit of roundness on the bottom as well. That is not attached to the back. So then it's propped up. Question is how am I going to create a destroyed version? Because I want it so there's like, kind of this will spin around in the game, maybe on the terminal, as kind of like a boot sequence, but in the stills at the start it needs to be destroyed. So I suppose I just need to make a model that I'm sure about first for this, and then just break it apart, as sad as it sounds. These should be round on the bottom as well. These need to be, it seems pretty like chubby. Not really the nicest word, but that's how I would describe this at the moment. That's off center. That's really annoying. How am I going to fix that? Maybe I can remove its head, reposition it. I'm quite happy with the shape of the head of the ship. I'm not so happy about this part. How about we just remove this part for now and try and slim things down a bit. Could probably make these back pieces smaller as well. That is quite a bit more decent, I think. I'll try and make the top a bit more rounded though, so then it matches with the head of the ship. Here we go. Cool. I like that quite a bit better. I still want to make sure that the bottom is rounded. Reattaching this stuff is not easy, especially when it's getting this big. The bottom looks like an absolute massacre. All we have to do is try. Come on. maybe if we attach these on the sides, it might look quite a bit better, like this. Yeah, that's decent. Alright, I'm starting to be a bit more happy with the shape of this. And then when that's done, I can start putting a bit of detail on it. Though these are really floppy. I don't want it to all break apart on me. Okay. Cool. Let's just try and get everything more stuck on, and then smooth out all the wrinkles on this. Now I'm guessing my best bet is to do this with a little bit of water, so I'll see what happens. Oops, spilled a bit. I just put a tiny touch on my hands. Yeah, that seems to be smoothing everything out. I'm really concerned about this nose though. It is coming off pretty fast. Now I'm doing this, it's reminded me of a little bit of a fun fact. One of my favorite cars, the Nissan 240Z, was designed in clay originally. Now, I couldn't tell you who the name of the designer was, but apparently he made all of his cars out of clay. And that is a damn good car. That car looks really nice. Now, am I on his level? I have no doubt that I am not. I just randomly joined coding, but what are you doing right now? I'm trying to make a model of a spaceship for my game. I will be coding in probably half an hour, if that's what you came for. I just made an intro sequence for my game, and it's going to be a bunch of kind of like moving slideshows. And my prototype images are all drawn in GIMP, and they do not look good. So I am trying my hand at modeling the spaceship and then scanning it in. I'm kind of vaguely inspired by making like stills, like the Doom enemies. They made models and then took pictures of them. Yeah, I'm gonna 3D scan it. I might put it through a few filters so it looks a bit more retro. I don't know what software or code they use to make the Doom enemies, but they have quite a bit of artifacting, which looks pretty cool. It'd be cool, really neat to try and recreate that. Okay, I think that's smooth enough. It can be a little bit lumpy. This is my first time doing this, so I'm not too concerned if it isn't a masterpiece. I'm kind of torn between actually sketching these in or mapping a texture onto it. The ship is meant to be kind of messed up in the intro sequence, so actually the cracks and stuff in this clay might be a good thing. Okay. I am happy with that for now. I'll come back to it later, because I do want to start coding. So I'll try and use this 3D scan thing I've got on my phone. I don't know how good it is, but we'll just have to see. This thing's going to go through so many filters to make it low quality that it shouldn't matter too much as long as I can actually get the shape of it scanned. Alright, I'll be back in a minute while I go find my phone. I think it's just over here. Okie doke. I did the classic thing of using my phone for chat and totally forgetting that it was a phone and not a screen for chat. So now you want to compile my game. You'll have to read the README. There's a few strict requirements on it right now, and I'm pretty sure it's only compatible with Linux because it makes use of the X11 library. I probably should have tested this before stream. I can actually move this up now and have a look in chat on my screen. Where is... Can I go to my channel? View your channel. Alright, there we go. Oh, I'll turn this off so you don't get a double of my voice. pop-out chat. Alright, cool. That's sorted. And that'll also make it easier when I move back to my desk. OpenScan, that's the app. I had gloves on, but my hands are still dusty as fuck. Open. Okay. How to use the scan app. I'm gonna skip the tutorial and regret it later. Normal scan. Sure. I think this should be fine to put on my counter. I'll wipe it down later anyway. Wait, is this what I'm wanting? Open scan's the right one, right? Open scan. Document scanner. No, that's the wrong one. Open source 3D scanner app. Is my internet gonna give out on me now? Actually, I could probably do it on here. Properties. This one. Cool. This is the one. No, this isn't either. Okay. Should probably find a better spot to do this actually. Yeah, I don't know how popular this game's kind of like a test for me to try and learn OpenGL and stuff. I do hope it's useful because the point of the game is to teach Vim, and I started learning Vim 2 years ago, and I remember the first 6 months was hell, and the guides are terrible. So hopefully this brings a little bit to that community and might help out some people trying to dabble with Vim for the first time. Okay, that seems okay. How do I do this? So for exiting, how do I do that? Micro, I've not heard of micro. Is that a relatively new text editor or something a bit older? Okay, well I've got the model, so I can... The scan was pretty mid, so I'll see what I can do with it. Otherwise I'll just actually take still pictures with it. And then do a little bit of GIMP magic. I will need to paint it if I'm doing that though, but that's down the line. I want to do code. So I'm gonna blank out my screen for a few seconds while I move over to my desk and get everything plugged in. Actually, I could probably leave the computer monitor on. Keep chat open. I'll probably be back in 5 minutes because I do want to clean this bench quickly because the stuff air dries. am back, and I am ready to code. Cheers. See you later, mate. Have a good rest of your day. I will push on. Some background music, now we're here. Cool, okay, I got my monitor back on. So I can switch this to this one. Here we go. I do need to resize this window now. Cool. Sorted. Don't know why my tiling's gone all funky, but well, it's two birds having a bloody fight out my front door. Okay. back up over here. Cool. So open my email without doxing myself. If I can't get anywhere with this 3D model today, I will wait for it to air dry, take pictures of it tomorrow, and today I'll just work on the game. I think I'll start with the asteroids minigame. It's a little bit annoying that Blender isn't showing up there, but I can just open it. Oh. My D-run just decided to stop for some reason. Steam. Things are slowing down on my computer. I need to be a bit wary about that. Close this. So I think it's saved as a zip in here, so it's 9, unzip, 9, 29, test. Cool, okay, so that's the GLB file. So can I... I was blind, it's right here. Am I blind? Let's test. Test model. Oh my gosh, this is lumpy as all hell. Oh dear. Is this even reuse? Alright, here's the deal. We're not doing this today. I'm gonna write one of the games, because that's more fun. I will go back here though, documents, and we'll go to VimVentures. I will quickly make the last image so I can actually merge this issue. So I'll just make the background kind of like a dark color like this. That should do. We can mention some wires coming down. Because what was the basis of this GitHub issue? Sequence will only use test stills. A new issue will be created later addressing actual assets for this portion of the game. Cool, okay, then I can do this and not feel bad about it. Alright. Kind of an imagining like a terminal here. Back to 24, I think. Use some knobs and stuff on the it's to be like way back here. Change the brush size. Then out here should be pretty much this color. Can make this quite large. And then I can make a few streaks to show that this is a window. And then back to this one. I think I had it on 8 for these parts. I didn't have it that dark either. That's good enough. Should probably smudge some of this though. Right, that's all the test assets done for the slideshow. So I can add that in here. Cutscene 3. And then we can add it in here. Let's just make sure I haven't forgotten to add. Okay, cool. So now we will just have to load the image in like this. p.png slides 2.slide surface slide image 2 slide bit. Yes. We can do start x as, I kind of want it the opposite of this one. And then this should actually be the value of this one. And then we can go negative 1.4 divided by 2. All right, let's see how that looks. Oh, I should update this as well. Well, we are starting the wrong place. That's not right. Oh, that's why. Okay. This should work now, I think. Something is wrong in here, and it's my next slide code. Oh no, it's this code. This should fix it, I think. That didn't fix anything. Something's not right. What is not right? It's my min thing. Why are you not working? Let's step through and see what happens. Break, throw state, run. Not to get much information out of GDB, I don't think. Well, stop would be smaller. This is really weird behavior. Okay, so we go, if stop is bigger than start, which is not for the first one, we go here. And that's stop, the smaller stop. Take away that. That doesn't make sense. Should it just be... That's fucked up. Sorry for the swearing. That didn't work either. So it's most certainly min here. Mm-hmm. Error to 1. Start. Right, so this should definitely, this is right. Oh, is it the case that, I think I know why. Because these don't line up, do they? That'll be why. Now that's the weird part there. So we've gotten that working. So should I actually just do this? Like I had before. Alright, and then we make that. I'm going to reduce the pan speed so we can actually see the final one faster. Yes, okay, that was literally the only issue. Cool, and I'll do the same for the other side. Even though we won't have any y-axis panning. God, I got a double deal here. I don't... I can rewrite this to be a lot cleaner. Let's do that now. That's way, way, way cleaner. I like that a lot. Let's just do this as well. For the y-axis, even though we probably won't need it. What's the problem here? I need to calculate the step, which is this part. I think that warning up there is telling me I don't need a cast anymore. Yeah, pretty much. Cool. Right, let's see what this looks like. Yep, that one's sliding fine, that one's sliding fine. That one is not. What have I done wrong? What have I done wrong? SG max. Stop x is bigger than slide dot start x. That's why. Cool. That should do it. Yay, it's working. Cool, I can finish this now and get on with writing game code. I do have a bunch of magic numbers. Oh, these should be fine though, really. I guess I can make some of these make sense. All right. Last expression, float, slide right. If I do this, oops, not that, this, that. If this is just 1 divided by 2, does this go off screen? No, that gives me the full picture. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, these magic numbers are touching things up quite nicely. Sweet. If this works without a hitch, I'll commit and push, and then game time. That's fine. I might increase this. And increase this. Actually, while I'm here, do I not have an app second MS? Include constants.hpp. What is my constants HPP? I haven't looked at this for a long time. Okay, I'll just make my own then. That's fine. This can go away, go down here. More times, seconds. Alright, client's happy with that. Sweet. That's enough time to put some text up when I get around to doing that. It's fair enough time panning for this one. Oh, I should add actually just opening the game after this is done. So we'll do that quickly now. Yeah, if current slide equals slide count. Hey BGD, how you going? And then we want to go app.setState new mission state. And I need to pass the app in. I keep forgetting to do that. I could come up with a better system for that, but time constraints make a fool of us all. My face for this beautiful finale of a intro cutscene. Bit tired. Have you had a long day? Cool, that's working as intended. Well, hopefully watching a bit of game dev is relaxing. Very based, yeah. What's your setup? I'm running Linux Mint with i3. You can ignore my tiling background. I've messed around with my monitors in this session, so it's all kind of haywire. Okay, I think I can commit that. I'm pretty happy with it. Though I'll check with Clang. Oh, nice. My mate from uni runs KDE Plasma. Hey, Linux. What's Emacs like? I haven't never tried it. I've seen DoMax, that's closest to it. Yeah, it took me a little bit to get used to, but I work on my laptop a lot, so it's nice not having to rely on keyboard, not rely on keyboard, rely on my mouse. It's very cool. That's very descriptive. I only know the joke about yeah, fear. I know two things. One is the meme about the Emacs. Yeah, trackpad does suck. Emacs pinky, and the other thing is it's more of kind of like it works more like an operating system than a development environment, right? Like I know it's meant to be a strange thing to compare Vim and Emacs. Yeah, because Vim can certainly do a lot of IDE stuff, but it can't do much desktop management. I mean, you can program it to do that, but that would really suck. Like imagine having to split terminals in Vim like this. Tmux does it a lot nicer. You browse the internet and use email with it. What the hell? That's crazy. So you can just be like, oh yeah, oh, that's the wrong one. You could be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna open up my email over here, and it's all in a terminal. I always wanted to try and find like a good terminal email browser, seeming I've moved a lot of stuff over. Like this is quite a nice little app, Pulse Mixer. I use this to handle all my audio. But there are just a few things I still have to open a GUI menu for, and it's like, I feel like I'm halfway between what I'm wanting and the old Linux Mint Cinnamon stuff. Mostly use file manager paired with code because I can do stuff, and I like splitting the terminal. Yeah, that does sound nice. Yeah. Hold up a second here. Did I end up formatting? Yes. Okay, so I can actually add all this. No, I can remember what it is. So I did that, this. Cool. Into the third cutscene. Allowed for up, down, left, right. Panning of slides. Start game after cutscene completes. Okay. It's not better than Vim for text editing, nor is it worse. Well, like, I watched a video on DoMax a while ago, and they use, it's Emacs, but you have the Vim motions. Oh, yeah. I forgot to add my SSH key to the session. Cool. Could take this one off. This resolves Hashtag intro sequence. So what have I done? Created intro. Actually, I'll duplicate this tab. Emacs is like Emacs, but the text editing is like Vimish, and I haven't used it, nor do I want to. But it's this thing, and it's reasonably cool. Yeah, how do you, what's text editor like for Emacs? Is it mouse oriented? What was I doing? I was opening up my commit history. Implemented thread cutscene allowed for left, right. Yeah, that's what I just did. This. Oh yeah, nice. So how, but with different keybinds, I guess. Okay. Like, what's your like up, down, left, right? Is it just keyboard up, down, left, right? I'm trying to gauge how different it is. This created like Nana. Okay, yep. Created intro cutscenes. This involved creating a new state called intro state, because the cutscenes are essentially moving slideshows. I had to create delta time You can do Control X to do a bunch. Oh yeah, nice. Maybe I'll watch a video about it tonight once I've gotten off doing this. To create. Three stills created in GIMP. These are test assets and should be changed in a future issue. Cool. I can close this. Create pull request. Oh yeah, that's the Toho's bullet hell game, from like the 90s. Oh yeah, I probably won't switch over at the moment. I spent a month setting this up how I like it, and I don't have any time to look at anything else at the moment. But yeah, I assume it is a cool system. I'll definitely have a look at it. And also I've been using it for 2 years, so I'm a little bit ingrained. Ah, bugger. I did this before, and I have forgotten again. It's fine. Let's make a new... Actually, I can revert this, can't I? Oh, cool. Yeah, I knew that they kept making the game, so I should have said I meant that it started in the 90s. I think I played... Actually, I couldn't tell you which one I played. I watched a video on it and I just Google searched what the best one to start on was. I think it was the one that the Bad Apple music video is based on. Well, is that all the Toho characters, that video? I remember the castle which the witch flies to. That was definitely in the game I played. Toho 4, yeah. That's quite early, right? It's like Windows XP era. Yeah. Are you quite a fan of the project? Actually, I'm going to close this. I'm annoyed I just merged and forgot to update all the I didn't even make docs. What was I thinking? I know what I can do. This will be a little bit gross, but I'll get over it. Right. So I'll get fetch. Okay, yeah. Because when was Toho 1 made? Because you said it was barely the 90s. Did the guy kind of pump out the first full quite quickly? $19.95. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do what I did for the last one that I made this mistake on. Pretty sure. Actually, I'll just do this. Right, docs and update to version. Do you have a favorite? Oh yeah. And when did that come out? Was that in the 2000s? Are you like a fan of other bullet hell games? There's quite a few Series A. 2004. Cool, that's on my to read. Based Firefox. I feel like my Firefox isn't that based. I'm using Nightly. That's as cool as it gets. I haven't changed anything in it. Oh well, I have surfing keys. I've actually got a bunch of extensions. Some of them I don't use much anymore though. I appreciate the compliments. I'll take based any day. Okay, yeah. Hey, I'm not that nice. I still have Chrome installed. I do web dev part-time, so I kind of need to check on both browsers, sadly. Okay, so now I need to do this. The current slide there is to the next slide if one is available. Updates the text. Correct. Okay, then I actually didn't do anything else that I need to comment, so that's chill. I do need to update my constants though, and update this to 3. And then I need to go to doc.c file and update this to 3. Oh shoot. That shouldn't be there. Is that on this one as well? Menu state. Yeah, that's a good catch. Okay. I think that's everything. Maybe I'll do a quick diff on that pull request. Oops. I should have done the revert thing. That's made everything look gross, but I'll live. Files changed. Yeah, no, that's all the comments I need to do. Easy peasy. So I should be able to just go doxygen. Get status. I will need to do cmake build. Cmake -- build. Tidy. Target tidy. And then that should buffer what I needed in. Once I've sorted this out, I can quickly show what the game's looking like right now. There's not much gameplay at the moment, but I've got the start title done, got a cutscene going, and I've hooked up a real terminal into OpenGL, which I'm pretty stoked about. That was pretty cool to try and figure out. Nope, it didn't like that. Go on that. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of warnings, but that's I'm using GLAD for OpenGL, and I don't know if you've used Clang before. If you have, maybe you know a solution to this. I have to ignore all the GLAD files when I do my Clang tidy, but the only way of doing that I've found is basically setting all the errors as warnings. There hasn't really been an easy way to like ignore the GLAD files otherwise. I did see some people do some like bash script stuff, but I really want to just encapsulate everything in CMake. I don't want to have to deal with a bunch of other SH scripts I have to run. Because at the moment, all my linting is handled here. And yeah, it's literally just this one. You can see here I've got source star.cpp, and I have to include, but that's where my GLAD file is, and I'm in my Clang settings. I've just set all files that are not CPP or HPPP to go to warnings instead. And GLAD's written in C. Okay. Now I have put out that fire. I can go to pull requests and make a new one. Don't really need to give this a description. This is basically a patch. Oh. Cool, that's done. Then I should be able to make a new release. CP VimVentures. Oh, actually, just for the sake of triple checking. Okay, cool. I can quickly show off the game. Start. I think you've seen that intro before. There you go. So this is fully interact with Vim instance inside the game. And it's got kind of like a virtual drive. So if I go to, I need to go. So this is Markdown. Now if I go back, I think, do I have nerd tree installed? Or in. So in, there we go. So I'm in .VimVentures, but if I try and explore outside on my actual computer, so let's go here, and let's just open up the CMake lists. It will not work and redirect me back here. If you do it the normal way, not with some plugins, okay, for some reason that's not working. I might look into that later. There used to be a message that popped up that said you're trying to access something outside your ship's home drive. I'm a little bit confused why it's not showing up, actually, but I can deal to that another time. It is stopping me from leaving the drive, though. That's the main deal. And that's handled by this little tiny script here in VimScript. See, it's definitely doing this, but I don't know why this warning is not coming up. That might be something to do with my internal Vim settings, because the idea is if you do have a bunch of plugins that you normally use in Vim, you're not given like a stripped down version of Vim, you're actually given your own instance of it. So I'm sure there will be heaps of incompatibility issues with that, but I don't mind. What was I doing before? I need to actually release the game, this version of the game. Yeah. This is kind of like my learning experience with OpenGL, so I'm not too concerned if this actually gets used all that much, but if it does, I'm sure that's something I'm going to have to deal with in the future. Just a bunch of patches for people's custom Vim environments. Cool. That's done. We got another release, and I should update my hosting. I'm going to do this on a different screen though, because I don't want you guys to see my server IP. That would not be a good thing. Connecting. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to look at right now, so maybe give it a few months, but you're more than welcome to check it out. My website's more interesting than the game right now. That's in the description. Yeah, I just hope it's helpful, man. If you do use it to try and learn Vim, I'd love to hear some feedback so I can make it easier for other people. It is this one. Documents. Okay, and then I move this over. Hopefully in a quick second. Oh. Oh, I missed that message about the other bullet hells. I've not heard of those before. I do like bullet hells. I am bad at them, but I do like checking them out once in a while. I'm just going to copy what you had word for word and add that to my other bookmarks. Cool. Queued files. Come on. Cool, it's done. Sweet, look at that. Do need to update this at some point. This is out of date, and so is this. I've had to make more resources. Okay. So, the next issue is making the next part of the game. I'm not going to worry about the lighting just yet. Create Roid Shooter mini game. As part of the basic tutorial, we will cover the use of end of line. To do this, we will get the player to move their cursor and down and press to jump to the end of lines and destroy the asteroids, and then to go back. Is that right? Just a sanity check. Yes, it's definitely 0. There's I'm going to have to do this in the Vim editor. A little example of what this will look like. So we'll have what would be a good representation of the cursor. There's like a filled in ASCII, right? Filled in ASCII. It's like a block ASCII. Here we go, this one on. This one. Ten space. So I probably have to integrate some file updating scheme for this. I know that there is a mode in Vim script that refreshes automatically, so I'll have to investigate that. But I'll create the game state first, and then render the game to a document, stream the document to the Vim instance window, and then keep track of deleted asteroids. Oh my gosh, backslash. Cool. That's pretty decent. I will give this labels, create the branch, and then I'm gonna go put my phone on charge and make myself a coffee and be back in probably 2 minutes. So this will involve OpenGL. I think this will probably be large because I'll need to implement document reader stuff for this. It's definitely the Vim instance. I have SDL2. Yes, because I have to handle... no, I don't need that. Okay, those labels are fine. Just realized that this one needs to be scope patch. And it needs to be done here. Cool. No, that goes here. This is so close to being merged. I just need the model completed. Okay. Focus on one thing at a time. Did I make the branch? Yes, so I'll pull that down. everything's working. That's, yeah, it's the same. Cool. All right. Copy time. See you, BGD. All right. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. For reference, I will open VimTutor and have a look how they handle stuff. Right, they... Oh, I could teach that. I'd have that as part 2. Or like double D. I mean, double D's more. True, that doesn't delete the whole line though. Well, I was just talking about how cool my Firefox Nightly is, and it just crashed. It doesn't like YouTube Studio for some reason. I don't know why. So I'll start off making the new state and see how I get on from there. Well, it shouldn't be a new state, should it? It should be... Maybe I'll make a new class that I hold in here. So what if I go full M tutorial? And for now, I'll just set it to always true. That's fine. Then I should make a new class called minigame.cpp. Tab edit. Actually, let's not do that. Let's just have a tutorial, have a mission that is a tutorial. So I'll make a mission class. And a mission class should just be, actually let's go iMission.hpp. Should be an interface. And just so I can remind myself, I'm just gonna do this. Okay. This is a very basic interface that I can just use as a template. I'll probably need both of those. I'll probably stream for another half an hour because it's 5 p.m. here in New Zealand, so I need to start thinking about making dinner. I might come back online after dinner though. I still have quite a bit of work I want to get through today. Okay. got the stream back up on my phone now, so... And I can see there's nobody else here. That's fine. Alright. So, this should have run. Should not have send event. That wouldn't make sense. So maybe I should look at iState as my template. And then I don't need that. Should have that. And then how do I handle the arguments here though? I don't actually know how to do that in C++. Is that something I could do? Virtual method with any arguments. Overload. Yeah. Overloading might be cleaner. Could use generics. There's a few things to think about. I think just a constructor should be fine though. So I'll leave that for now. And then, yeah, I'll actually add to this as I'm building the asteroids one. So I've got the mission here. So now we want to go source asteroids minigame. Mission. I should make tutorial, source tutorial mission. Cool. And then include tutorial mission.hpp. So tutorial mission should have has many games. It just makes sense. Oh, here. Yep, that makes sense. And this should be public by mission. I have a feeling I'm gonna get. Oh no, that's fine. Could add difficulties later in here, but I'll just leave it as is for now. And I should add the overrides from the new thing I just made. I don't need to override that. Yes. Okay. Cool. So I should include tutorial mission.hpp. You can run. I should change these to. Void. Tutorial mission, it just needs to go here. Oops. And then I will done that. Okay, that should be it for now. Cool, I've got the classes set up. Is there any areas I don't want this open? When I run make? Hopefully not. mTutorial was declared in the scope. Why do I still have mTutorial? Mission state, mTutorial. mTutorial is not declared in the scope. Mission state 11, that's why. Cool. Oh, I need to CMake. Cool. And assuming everything's fine, that should just run. Yep, no issues. Cool. So, what do I want to do here? So tutorial mission should have many mini games. So we can just make a include vector. Hang a moment. Cool. Yep. Mini games. Game. This should be a queue. Then we make, we'll need to make the minigame class now. Source. We can call it tutorial minigame. There we go, that's fine. Source tutorial minigame.cpp. Holy shit, I have a lot of windows open now. Edit include tutorial minigame. Cool, that's sorted. Actually, now I think about this, this is unnecessary. Have I actually made these now? Yes, I have. Include tutorial mini. Did I make it here? Cool. Alright, so tutorial mission should have a lot of missions. A lot of missions called minigames. Yes, reusing my mission here is a little strange. Honestly, making a separate mini game class be exactly the same as AI mission. Should be renamed down the line. Okay, cool. Got that done. Making sure everything's compiling. Cool, that's running fine. So let's actually hook this in to the mission state. So we should have current mission. Include imission.hpp. I'm doing that thing again. I really need to go through and change these all to the same, but again, that can be done later. So this will just be an iMission. Field type iMission is an abstract class. Implemented virtual method run. Yes, that's true. Will anything access the iMission outside of this? Let's just treat this as a pointer for now. I can go back and change it later if I need to. Tutorial. Tutorial mission. Cool. What am I doing? Start tutorial. So we want to go m_. I just wrote this 2 seconds ago. What was it called? Current mission. Current mission equals. It should just be new tutorial mission, right? It should be fine. Make unique. Or maybe I can just go like this. Why is this giving me grief? Yeah, I was right with SD. Make unique. Oh, that's why. Oh, I'm being really silly, aren't I? Okay. Tutorial mission. I keep forgetting about this stuff of the shared pointers. Even though I said like 3 times that I really like how that's handled. Okay. Cool. Alright. So I think I've written most of the boilerplate now. Almost all of it. So, I don't see myself getting very far in the next 10 minutes, so I'm going to end stream now. Thanks everybody that watched. I really appreciate it. I should be back in maybe 3 hours, 4 hours. I'm just going to have some food, chill out for a bit, decompress, and then come back to it. So